Broadcasting live for all North Texas. First at 9. Fox 4 News starts now.
A stadium that brought nearly 40 years of memories to North Texas comes down in less than a minute. Good evening, I'm Richard Ray.
And I'm Natalie Solis. Like so many memories made inside Texas Stadium, its final spectacle is one North Texans will not forget.
First on Fox 4, a look at this morning's emotional event. Fireworks one last time over Texas Stadium. Part of a pre-dawn tailgate party that drew more than 20,000 people. It was part celebration, part wake.
Think about what's happened in 20 years and how much life's gone by. So
Cowboys owner Jerry Jones was there, recalling the night he purchased the team from Bum Bright and first walked into the stadium.
And I said, could you turn the lights on? I've just shaken Mr. Bright's hand to buy the team. And they said, well, Jerry, do you know what that cost you? And I said, what? And they said, about $1,700. I said, turn them on. I don't want to miss this night. So I went out there and I just laid down right in the middle of the start.
Just blowing it up.
But the real fireworks show was yet to come. 11-year-old Casey Rogers, winner of an essay contest, selected to push the button.
It was just really exciting. I just couldn't wait to make it explode.
A ton of dynamite, lighting up the longtime home of the Dallas Cowboys. Rumbling in a drum beat that shook the ground for miles around.
It was better than I thought it would be. That was just really cool, and I want to do it again.
For others, it was like losing an old friend. A group of former Cowboys cheerleaders hugged and cried when it was over.
I had a lot of wonderful memories here and made a lot of great friends, and so this is hard. It's very sentimental for us.
There was one minor glitch, 3 buttressing pillars that leaned but didn't quite fall.
And they're held up by the debris, and it won't take much to get them the rest of the way down.
Jim Redike has done demolitions all over the world. He calls this one among his toughest challenges.
Unusual type of construction. The skybox is added in later, added to its integrity. The elevators were up over above the roof because they were all added in later.
Demanding a complicated series of timed explosions.
That's probably the most complex delay pattern I've ever used. I was very, very pleased at the final result. I was pleased with the team effort of everybody.
For thousands of North Texans, it's hard to let go of the moment or the stadium. Hours after the implosion, people are still stopping to catch a glimpse of the former home of the Dallas Cowboys. Fox 4's Peter Doubt is live in Irving tonight with more on that. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Richard, Texas Stadium is now only a memory. In fact, the only thing left standing are 3 pillars here in the southeast corner. And fans say they had to come today to see the end of an era.
You know, all the memories that were in it just are gone now.
What was once a masterpiece is nothing more than 4 million pounds of rubble. And for many North Texans, it's hard to believe.
I just need to see it. Seeing is believing. I know what I saw on TV, but I had to come out here and see it for myself.
Several hours after the implosion, folks were still taking photos of the Cowboys' former home, a stadium with nearly 40 years of football and entertainment memories.
Bunch of metal, bunch of debris, twisted metal.
For the Rodriguez family, Texas Stadium will always be a part of their past.
You know, I came to the Michael Jackson concert here in '85, you know, and a lot of games, and my kids have been to a lot of games, and it's just sad to see it go.
I'm here for the implosion. I'm happy there's an implosion. Anytime there's an implosion, I'm happy.
A much more festive mood in the hours before the stadium came crashing down. Cowboys fans, many decked out in costume, celebrated the end of an era.
Texas Stadium's been here as long as I've been alive, so you know, every Cowboys game since I've been around has always been in Texas Stadium, so just wanted to see what happened.
And now that it has happened, North Texas will never be the same.
It was an iconic, stadium, and now to see it gone, it's pretty amazing.
I will remember this place. So it's all memories.
And Irving police want to remind folks who plan on coming out here not to park on the side of highways. Several people have done that. It's very dangerous, and they say you could end up getting ticketed. Reporting live outside the Old Texas Stadium, Peter Doubt, Fox 4 News.
After 11-year-old Casey Rogers completed the important job of pressing the button that brought down the stadium, he did an interview with Fox and Friends.
Casey, how will your toys measure up now? When you go home, you just pushed a button and destroyed an enormous stadium. Will your toys ever measure up to that again?
Nope.
Nope.
Honest answer. Casey got the opportunity by winning an essay contest. He wrote about his charity, Casey's Heart, which provides food and clothing to the homeless. Casey says he was a little nervous because after the explosion started, he could feel the ground rumbling.
The old cash parking lot north of Highway 114 gave spectators a great place to watch the implosion. Fox 4 recorded their reactions as Texas Stadium came tumbling down.
Smoke came out, a lot of emotional feelings came in, and memories, and it was crazy.
You kept hearing lots of, I guess, dynamite going off. Maybe, I don't know, it's probably 50 or more, maybe 100. Then you saw the roof come in first, and then lots of smoke.
It started going slow, and then all of a sudden it went down.
It was awesome. Just the explosions. My stomach was like rumbling and everything.
I've attended practically every high school playoff game there and watched Nimitz High School play there, decorated the stadium for all their playoff games. Very emotional. Sad. But that doesn't take away my memories.
The city of Irving had a camera inside Texas Stadium. Here's a look at the implosion from the inside out. After the explosives start going off, it takes about 20 seconds before smoke completely covers the camera lenses, but you can see for a time it was an impressive view. A rollover wreck this morning may have been caused by the distraction of the Texas Stadium implosion. Police say a Chevy SUV was driving on the Trinity Levee near Regal Row when its driver lost control and rolled down the hill. The driver was taken by helicopter to Parkland Memorial Hospital in good condition. Police believe that the driver may have been watching the implosion when he lost control.
Now that the dust has settled, we want to show you what's left of Texas Stadium. Take a look before and after. It took nearly 3,000 pounds of explosives to bring down the house. You can still see the Dallas Cowboys star buried in the debris. The next step, cleanup. Crews plan to recycle 95% of the concrete you see here. Our coverage of the Texas Stadium implosion continues on our website, myfoxdfw.com. There you can watch the raw video showing different angles of the implosion. And we want you to answer a poll telling us your favorite moment in the history of Texas Stadium.
Almost no one provided more special moments at Texas Stadium than Troy Aikman, but today as the old place came tumbling down, Troy was spending some time at the new home of the Cowboys in Arlington. Fox 4's Mike Ducey here with more on that, but first, Mike, I got to ask you about it. You were there this morning. What an epic event.
It really was. It was just, interesting physically. Obviously, we were a long ways from the structure, but you could feel it when that thing, when the thing happened. And I was fortunate enough to cover games there for, I guess, 15 seasons. Saw some great football players in there. So there's a bit of nostalgia as you see it crumble. And as you heard from the fans, some of them were downright emotional as they watched it. As for Troy Aikman, he had an interesting day. Of course, he created countless memories at Texas Stadium, helped engineer 3 Super Bowl winning campaigns in a 4-year stretch in the 90s. So where was Troy this morning? Well, new stadium. The new stadium in Arlington. He ended up there anyway with lots of other runners at the end of America's Run half marathon. The run concluding at Cowboy Stadium. Troy's first half marathon. His goal was to run it in under 2 hours. He managed that easily, a respectable 1 hour and 49 minutes. He accepted congratulations from fellow runners and his family as well. And then he discussed the memories that he'll take with him from Texas Stadium.
It probably, would have been something for me if we were running this around the old stadium, and had a chance to see that go down. But I guess there's some irony in it, and a lot of great memories at that stadium for myself and a lot of other people and a lot of fans, and I'm sure a lot of those that ran in this race today. But this stadium's making some memories of its own, and it's only going to get better.
Sports Sunday on the air at